Okay. Ensure compliance with terms of service. Yep. Onyx, you must be 18 years old to play Onyx. Yep. Onyx staff might remove role players deemed disruptive to server environment. Vendor rule violations. Party involved must either continue to roleplay or disengage from the situation before filing a report to Onyx administration team. So roles subject to change. Bans and disciplinary policy. Disciplinary actions are determined on an individual basis, utilizing a 3-strike system. Each decision regarding disciplinary measures is conducted final. There's no provision for appeals, review of cases through staff messages. It is important that all permanent bans resulting from a 3-strike system are conclusive and not subject to further review. Additionally, sharing case details, especially with members of your stream or chat or general Discord, is strictly prohibited. So it's like no pixel. Character expectations. Maintain in-character continuity, consistency, and ensure characters are depicted as being 18 years old. Craft characters with realistic names, accents, appearances, and backstories to enhance an immersive roleplay experience. Promote respectful interactions by prohibiting character. Do strikes go away? Like, if I fuck up a year ago and get 2 strikes, does that mean I'm on 1 strike for the rest of my life? Not that I want to fuck up, but you know what I mean. Craft characters, realistic names, accents, appearances, backstories, enhance immersive. Promote respectful interactions by prohibiting characters with embody sexist, racist, or toxic traits. Combative characters or permissible players are encouraged to assess willingness of the other party for conflict. Unwanted verbal abuse or obscenities towards characters should be avoided with an emphasis on constructive engagement. Certain character types, such as gang members, may naturally engage in conflict, but participants are expected to distinguish between character emotions and personal sentiments. Sensitive character traits such as history or divorce or loss of lost one are allowed. However, exercising discretion when advising these issues in front of others is crucial. If it appears these traits are exploited to provoke a negative reaction, administrators may intervene. Characters allowed to have a character as part of their backstories. Oh, children as part of their backstories, but any narratives involving harm to children, yes, of course. This is strictly in modern-day roleplay server characters with supernatural abilities or the... No, Norman! Well, not that, you know, it's like lore. No, Norman. Supernatural abilities or ability to time travel will not be treated as credible participants, so your character may attempt to convince people or be delusional to believe it's real. This is not to say that devs will not curate these kinds of character storylines appropriately and give more people opportunity to participate. Character age must align with the contemporary setting of the server. Yo, Robert Alex, thanks for the 21 months. I do appreciate it. Welcome back, man. Initiation rule. It is a fundamental aspect in engaging in roleplay. Here. Do you want me to do this? Okay, no, that's worse. Hold on. There we go. We'll do this. Initiation is a fundamental aspect of engaging roleplay with another player. To initiate, you must make your intent clear to the other player, ensuring visibility and beginning with at least voice shouting range. Visual voice contact with the player is necessary during initiation. IDM, defined as unwanted and unprovoked attack. Killing another character without a valid and character reason. Roleplay. Yep. Value life. Engage roleplay scenarios on the server with consideration for the value of character's life. Metagaming, out of character, yes. 5 PSI, thanks for the 44 months, man. I do appreciate it. Welcome back, homie. Don't we play No Pixel 4.0? Yes, I will do my best to. Avoid using out-of-character information. Yes, metagaming, power gaming. Avoid unrealistic and excessive actions that give your character unfair advantage. This can include forcing actions or outcomes on other characters without allowing for reasonable responses, disregarding the established rules of the roleplay world, or creating a character with exaggerated abilities or skills. Roleplay within the bounds of realism. Power gaming is strictly prohibited. Vehicle deathmatch. Engaging in vehicle deathmatch, which involves intentionally using vehicles to cause harm without proper roleplay initiation or reason. Okay, so I can still use my vehicle to run people over? Because that's I think this needs to be clarified. Because sometimes the best option is to run someone over. I don't mean like VDM, but like, you know, sometimes it's like a vehicle is like the option. I don't know, like, because it's not the case in No Pixel, but is it the case here? I kind of wish this would be clarified a little bit. Is this like, can I run people over at all? You know, like if it's warranted, can I do it? That's what I need to know. No sexual or erotic RP. Well, guys, I tried. It lasted a while. It was a good attempt, fellas. It was a good attempt. I tried, but I'm back. Okay, engaging in any form of sexual or erotic roleplay is strictly prohibited within the server. Participants are expected to maintain a respectful and inclusive environment for all members. Violations of this rule may result in disciplinary actions. It is crucial to prioritize the comfort and well-being of all participants. No forced RP. Shit! If someone expresses a desire to not engage in roleplay with you, respect their decision. This rule allows for exceptions and active confrontations, such as taking a hostage where roleplay may naturally unfold. However, common sense and sensitivity must always prevail. Ensure a respectful and enjoyable roleplay environment for all participants. Fail RP. Fail RP or fail roleplay refers to the behavior deviated from reasonable expectation of in-character engagement, negatively impacting and disrupting the roleplay experience of others. Fail RP is defined as strictly prohibited. Stream sniping. Stream sniping involves the use of... Okay, I know what that is. Cop baiting. Intentionally provoking law enforcement characters to take the sole purpose of crafting unwarranted conflict is strictly prohibited. Participants are expected to approach interactions with law enforcement in a realistic and roleplay-driven manner. Combat logging. Combat logging, abruptly disconnecting from the roleplay server during an ongoing combat situation to avoid combat consequence. Loot boxing. This is you. Loot boxing refers to the act of using a down player as a means to equip oneself with their possessions without proper in-character justification. This includes taking items beyond what the roleplay context permits, such as seizing all personal belongings, novelty items, non-essentials for a down player, such as a means of griefing. Loot boxing may result in disciplinary actions, including warning, strike, to removing from the server. Okay, so no pocket wiping. Now, here's the interesting one. Corruption. In our roleplay community, everyone, including elected leaders such as the sheriff, police chief, mayor, and others, is granted the creative freedom to explore corruption within their narratives. However, predetermined heads of state are held to a higher standard and are strictly prohibited from engaging in corrupt practices. This rule aims to provide flexibility for elected positions while ensuring a level of integrity for predetermined heads of state. If caught engaging in corrupt actions, participants, regardless of the role or position, must be prepared to face in-character consequences. This approach guarantees a balanced and engaging roleplay experience for all members. Acceptance of in-character outcomes. Engaging in actions to reverse an established in-character loss, such as scripting roleplay through Discord, reaching out to admins for story retcons, or attempting to introduce guilt for other parties for the consequences of your character's actions to reverse an already determined outcome is strictly prohibited. I feel like this is at me. Chat's like, yeah, this is the Whippy rule, the BBMC rule. Nah. Damn it. New life rule. New life rule. Hello, Parabel. New life rule. Stipulates your characters compelled to respawn. They must forget all events leading up to the respawn. Hold on, let me just check. Am I in? Coming soon. Can I go here? Let me restart it actually. Let me restart. Dink donk. I just hope that corruption isn't like fucking, you know, play. ONX. Still 7 out of 7. 7 out of 7. Okay. We're probably not going to get in straight away either. Even if I get the button, we're going to wait a long while. Okay, let's see what else we got. But no, okay, the duration of this forgetfulness is situation dependent. With no fixed time limit, it is crucial that players refrain from exploiting this rule to gain an advantage in their personal roleplay against the party responsible for triggering the NLR. Downed and dead characters. If your character is downed or injured, it is mandatory to roleplay the corresponding injuries realistically. Engage in roleplay that reflects the impact of the situation of your character's physical condition. If your character experiences permanent death, you must delete that character. There are no exceptions to reviving or resurrecting a permanently deceased character unless under strict admin approval. Serial Killer's rule. Players are permitted to portray a serial killer character, but with the understanding that the roleplay should remain engaging and enjoyable for all parties involved. To achieve this, we encourage players to minimize local scenes and use them only to set up a broader narrative. All serial killer stories arcs initiated should aim for a definitive conclusion within a reasonable time frame. Whilst we value the unpredictability of role-playing decisions, we always emphasize the importance of respecting the time invested by the players in their own stories. Role-players taking the role of a serial killer may be contacted by staff to discuss their plans, including the possibility of establishing a realistic time limit for its conclusion. I love this, man. Because you know what? Serial killer RP stinks 90% of the time. And if you don't get what this rule's for, it's simple. Back in the day, people used to play a serial killer character and it was impossible to catch them. They'd kidnap someone, dump them in the middle of nowhere, 911 anonymously, and then talk really cocky to the cops saying, haha, you can't catch me, but then gave no option to capture them. They'd just kidnap a random person, dump them in the middle ocean, 911 saying I murdered someone, and then going away. Like, there's no opportunity for him, for the serial killer to be caught. And that's why they have the serial killer rule. You got to give yourself an opportunity. Like, basically, you got to doom your character. You gotta be able to reward the police to capture you. Terrorist rule. Oh shit, this is for me. Engaging in high-stakes roleplay, such as portraying a terrorist, is allowed within the server. However, participants should be aware that the characters will face serious in-game consequences once caught. And your boss Sonic, thanks for 100 bits, man. Now, it's not a Norman clause. I don't think that at all. That's not Norman clause. Norman never did that. Participants should be aware the character will face serious in-game consequences once caught. The roleplay option is only suitable for those seeking meaningful and realistic outcomes. It is essential to approach such scenarios with a sense of responsibility and understanding the potential repercussions for an immersive and balanced role-play experience. Standing your ground. Stand your ground allows a group of people to defend themselves without being restricted by a player cap. Whether it's during a race, fishing party, or similar scenarios, expanding the player cap should be done in good faith, focusing on enhancing roleplay rather than merely securing a victory in a scenario. Participants are encouraged to use the expanded player cap in good faith, prioritizing immersive replay over competitive advantage. Gang size limits. Rule of 4! Oh no, I hate Rule of 4, bro. Rule of 6 was so good! We don't need anything more than Rule than 6. Like, Rule than 6 is perfect. Oh man, I hated Rule of 4. Rule of 4 ruined my day, bro. I hate Rule of 4, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's not needed as much. But Rule of 4, it's really difficult, man. While additional members can be temporarily excluded for creative heist opportunities, expanding the gang solely for practical advantage. While additional members can temporarily be included for creative heist opportunities, expanding the gang solely for practical advantage, such as having an extra getaway driver or more formidable force against the police, contradicts the spirit of making interactions enjoyable and lighthearted for everyone. It is essential to exercise common sense when managing your gang. Always keeping in mind that the primary goal is collectively enjoy the roleplay experience and not focus on winning. Discord expectation policy. Discord owners have channels dedicated towards the ongoing roleplay within ONX. Oh, yes! Yes! The Discord owners who have channels dedicated towards the ongoing roleplay within the ONX community are expected to regulate their own meta channels. This includes, but is not limited to, text channels, voice channels, and any other spaces designated for out-of-character discussions. While streamers and Discord owners bear primarily responsible for policing their meta channels, all participants are encouraged to contribute a positive rule enforcement. Yeah, this is good. Basically, there's so many communities that just have a meta chat, and it's just a cesspool, bro. Music and DMCA polity. Wait, what? Oh, yes, always good to have this out. Mental health resources, yes. Participants are allowed to play self-created music, which they hold the license to, DMCA, such as royalty-free tunes. Any violation of general DMCA Twitch will immediate removal. Okay, right. Log on.